Well, I hope that you know that you died in my dream. We were both in the grass where the wind took you and put you in my past. So just breathe. So just breathe. Hold it in and think of me.
Official fan club. We're here at the band's Wapred Tour in West Palm Beach and interviewing with a band out of Westchester, New York, Moving Mountains. How long are you on the band's Wapred Tour? For the entire tour or just a few of the shows?
Yeah, the whole thing, yeah. We've been on from the beginning and we're on kind of the last stretch of it now. But yeah, whole thing.
How long have you been together as a band?
All of us, I think like 07, 08.
07, yeah.
07? 07?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you with a record label now, or?
Yep, Triple Crown Records.
And do you have a new release?
Yes, we have a record called Waves that came out in May. So we're kind of touring off that right now.
Okay, super. And how would you define the genre of your music, of Moving Mountains?
I think our Facebook says ambient indie rock.
So
that works for us,
rock
I
music.
guess.
It's rock. It's pretty classic. 2 guitars, bass, drums. Yeah. So
there's a little something different to it. Those little elements that we do, I think that other bands don't maybe try to accomplish, which is a little more, put a little more ambience into the music.
Ambience, sweat, blood, and tears.
Ambience, not to be confused with ambient.
No, not the opposite of ambient. We're high energy.
Right, very high energy.
Right,
okay.
right.
So, how did you form as a band? Did you have you known each other like through all your lives? Did you get together in college?
Me and Frank grew up in a town, and Mitch and Greg were in kind of the town next to us. So we kind of knew each other. We had a small little music scene growing up. Greg and I kind of started the band in 05, and we did our first record. And then these guys hopped on, and we started playing live shows. And we did an EP, and then we just did our other full length recently. So,
when did you get signed with the record label?
Well, we did a reissue of the first record that Nick and Greg did. Excuse me, it's probably Greg.
Yeah, our first record we released ourselves, and then we did a reissue with Deep Elm Records, who was based out of North Carolina, but I think they moved since. So that was kind of our first record label experience, but it wasn't really. It was just kind of like they pressed it and distributed it for us.
It was more like a distributor.
Yeah,
record label.
Yeah. And then, but just this past year we signed with Triple Crown, and that was kind of our first real record label who's helping us out and do stuff.
So has that been a big breakthrough for you as an unsigned artist?
Yeah, I mean,
unsigned band going to a record label.
I mean, labels definitely aren't what they used to be, but it's been a good thing for us to be with them.
So what do you think of the Wapred Tour? Are there any bands that you think are just kind of like out there, kind of wild? Are you collaborating with any of the bands, or?
We're hanging out with a couple. We made some good friends with the Wonder Years.
Hello Goodbye.
Hello Goodbye.
Foxy Shazam was probably the craziest live thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
Special. Foxy Shazam. But they are not on the tour anymore. They were on the first 2 weeks, or middle 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They're really something special. Collaboration. Hello Goodbye's tour manager played bass with us in one show.
Yeah, that's right.
He surprised us. Mitch and
It was more of a prank, yeah. The tour manager for Hello Goodbye, I secretly taught him the bass parts to one of the songs, and he came out on stage.
Surprising us all.
Surprised Greg and Frank.
And did he fake out the fans?
I don't think
they knew.
They didn't notice it was like a different bass player.
It was like so sudden.
Yeah.
So now that you're getting big, you're signed with a label, you're on Fans Wapred Tour from like a fan perspective. Do you find are you able to do meet and greets? Do you find is it more difficult now that you're getting bigger to maintain a fan relationship? And
No, we try to stay pretty tight knit with our fans. People we meet on the road, like we come through the same towns a lot, so we kind of we see the same people, same faces, and we stay close with everyone.
Do you write your own music? Do you do some covers or?
Oh yeah, all original.
All original music.
Yeah.
And who's been your biggest influence, as a band and as musicians?
We have a lot.
Yeah, we all listen to a lot of different artists and genres of music, and we're kind of all over the place.
Tiffany.
What else? Like from the 80s thing.
Kate Bush.
Like Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart.
The Cure.
really?
Yeah.
The Cure.
Yeah.
So like all 80s and
Yeah.
and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, late 70s.
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan.
Asia was great.
Yeah, Asia.
So.
We actually have a CD that's kind of similar in length to Asia. Our second one.
In length?
Yeah, like Asia had like those really long, like 7-8 minute songs.
Yeah.
And so we had like Forward record we did that had like 10-minute songs.
So do you have any so there sounds like there's a little jazz that do you do jazz and fusion in your
We have
in your
some
music?
horns.
You have some horns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Mitch and Greg both play trombone. I have played trombone over the years.
And you guys were on earlier, so I missed.
Yeah.
Well, we don't do
any of
that live. Our live sounds a little stripped down, but on the record, there's strings and horns and stuff.
Well, do you have a personal message that you'd like for your fans to hear about moving mountains and?
Yeah, we just have a new record out called Waves. That's it. We'll be touring throughout the fall and doing some good things. So.
Are you going to continue? Is it all Vans Warped Tour? I think that ends in the summer.
Yeah,
right?
Warped Tour ends in August 14th,
Right.
and then this fall we're going out on a support tour with Thrice, a band called Thrice.
Have you stayed in the U.S. primarily?
Yeah, with U.S. and Canada.
Okay. Great. Well, super. Thank you very much. Can I
Thank you.
Can I get and you're
Frank.
Frank?
Nick.
Mitch.
And Greg.
And Greg. Okay, great. Thanks. Did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
Oh, I think that's it.
Okay.
Well, I hope